Hi Travel Baes, welcome to this week's episode of Your Best Travel Life. Today we're diving headfirst into the stunning landscape, rich history, and vibrant culture of Portugal. Portugal is often overlooked compared to other European destinations, but this vid is your ultimate guide to knowing why this gem should be on your travel list and everything you need to make your visit memorable. Watch till the end to get a free guide to make planning your Portugal adventure easy. If you're already subscribed, I love you and thank you for coming back. If you're new here, I'm Steph, a licensed travel agent who's explored over 100 cities across 5 continents. This channel is dedicated to bringing you tips on how to see the world and inspo on where to find your next adventure through weekly videos. Subscribe to join the travel fam. Let's get into it. Portugal enjoys a mostly Mediterranean climate with hot, dry summers and mild, wet winters. The best times to go are spring, March through May, where you'll have pleasant weather, fewer crowds, and it's perfect for if you want to walk around and explore the different cities or hike. The second best time to go is fall, which is September through November. You also have great weather. You could avoid the major crowds, and it's perfect for those who like wine tasting. Now, it's not to say summer is completely off the list. Summer is ideal for beach lovers. The water is warmer, perfect for swimming, but expect peak crowds and higher prices since this is high travel season. If you're traveling from the US, you can find cheaper flights from the East Coast. Think airports like JFK, Dulles, and sometimes around the shoulder season, you could find great deals out of ATL and Charlotte. Say you want to go from JFK to Barcelona and indulge in Gothic architecture, beach vibes, and paella. Well, when you are booking your flight, do it directly through Tap Portugal and choose the option to do a stopover. This will provide you with the ability to choose how long you want to stay either in Lisbon or Porto, major cities in Portugal, and you get to create a flight itinerary based on that. So once you put in your ideal city in Portugal and the number of days you will want to stop over, right here I chose 5, you now see that you can do direct flights from JFK to Porto, stay in Porto for 5 days, and then go directly to Barcelona afterwards. So there you have it. Tap Portugal's stopover program is your golden ticket to turning a layover into an unforgettable Portuguese adventure. As I said, 2 for 1, a vacation within a vacation. Who would want to pass that up? Learning a few basic Portuguese phrases will enhance your experience. A little hola, obrigada, or desculpa can go a long way. You can also pre-download apps like Google Translate on your phone so that while you're in country, it's easier to navigate conversations. So once you've landed in your desired destination within Portugal, you want to know how to get around. This is something you absolutely want to figure out before you get into the country because it'll save you a lot of hassle and headache. Portugal offers a variety of transportation options depending on your needs. They have train systems, which can get you in between the major cities across the country. It's efficient and comfortable for long distance travel. They also offer high-speed train connection options between cities. There are bus routes. This is an affordable option, especially for shorter distances or exploring rural areas, but they tend to be a bit less reliable. You can rent your car. If you're familiar with Avis, they offer really good rates and you can rent a car. This gives you the freedom to explore at your own pace, but be aware that the streets in Porto are very narrow and there are lots of tolls. Some cities even have limited parking. So again, plan ahead to see what the best option is for you. The last thing to consider is within Lisbon and Porto, they have excellent metro systems and tram systems. You might want to buy a travel card with discounted fare rates before you get into the city and into your vacation, especially if you plan to mainly be based in these cities and taking the metro to get around. Speaking of getting around, one of the best parts of exploring a new country is trying out the different foods. Portugal is a paradise for foodies. Some of the must-try dishes in this country are these creamy custard tarts, which are a national treasure. This savory sandwich from Porto, which is filled with meat, sausage, and melted cheese. This duck rice dish, which is hearty and flavorful and the perfect comfort food, especially if you're traveling in the fall. Be sure to take some time to wander around and find some local restaurants to sit down and enjoy the authentic flavors of that region. And the most authentic ones often are in the places that are not near the high tourist areas. So keep that in mind. Speaking of tourist traps, here are some things to avoid. Gimmicky shows. You can skip the overpriced flamenco shows. One, they're not native to Portugal, and oftentimes they're specifically for tourists. When it comes to restaurants, it pays to do a bit of legwork to research some places to eat before going. If you plan to take a taxi, make sure you're agreeing on a fixed negotiated price before you get in the taxi, especially at night. And also make it clear that once you agreed on the price, that is all the cash you have. If you aren't able to come to an agreement on that price, don't get in the taxi, just find another one. Let's get into some tips on how to pack smart for your Portuguese adventure. First is comfortable walking shoes. Portugal involves a lot of walking, so make sure that you're prioritizing comfort and avoiding high heels or stilettos. During the summer months especially, the sun shines very brightly, so you want to make sure you have plenty of sunscreen and a hat to protect yourself. But during the shoulder seasons, you can expect lots of breezes that bring some colder temps, especially in the evening. So make sure that you're packing layers so that as the day progresses, you can either add or take off layers depending on your comfort level. Most of the churches and religious sites have a strict dress code, so make sure that you bring a scarf or some drape over your shoulder or cover up, especially if you're at religious sites. When it comes to tech, don't forget your universal adapter. You can get ones like these that are great for Europe, and also high travel time sometimes results in luggages getting misplaced. So I would recommend having air tags that you could put discreetly in your suitcase and in your backpack or your purse, just in case you get separated from your belongings. And speaking of suitcases, there are lots of cobblestone streets in Portugal, so avoid having multiple large rolling suitcases. You will be miserable trying to drag those throughout the city. It's easier if you have weekend bags or just lighter carry-ons that you could easily maneuver. When it comes to safety, Portugal is generally safe, but here are some tips, especially if you're traveling solo, that you should be aware of. Crowded areas like markets and public transportation areas attract pickpocketers. Make sure you keep your valuables secure either in a crossbody or in these hidden bags that you can keep very close to you. Only carry the amount of cash you think you'll need for the day. Don't carry cash that you don't plan to spend or can't afford to lose. If you decide to go out and make new friends, don't share your itinerary, and if you're traveling alone, don't let people know you're traveling alone. Let them know that you have friends waiting for you or you're going to meet friends, whatever the case may be. Also be aware as you're posting on social media, don't post your exact location in the moment when you're there. Wait until you've left the destination or that part of the city if you choose to post that same day or the next day. If you enjoy the road less traveled, Portugal also has some stunning hidden gems. Venture beyond the main tourist spots and discover this fairy tale-like town with enchanting palaces and gardens nestled in the hills near Lisbon, or this UNESCO World Heritage Site known for its Roman temple and charming cobbled streets. You might even enjoy this vast region of rolling plains, charming villages, and delicious wine. For the hikers and adventure lovers, this site offers stunning landscapes, whale watching, and geothermal wonders. You might also be interested in what is commonly considered the Hawaii of Europe. This mountainous island has dramatic cliffs, lush forests, and beautiful beaches. For the nature and adventure lovers, Portugal offers a variety of fun outdoor activities with gorgeous backdrops. If you're into the nightlife, Portugal offers something for every night owl. In Lisbon, you could enjoy bustling nightlife with trendy bars, clubs, and rooftop terraces. Cascais is an upscale coastal town, and generally during the summer, it's fun to visit the beach clubs and bars. If you like to travel around different activities, Portugal has a lively festival scene throughout the year. In February, you can enjoy this vibrant celebration with parades, costume, and music. This patron saint festival in June features street parties, music, and fireworks. This countrywide celebration, also in June, features interesting dishes like grilled sardines, street decorations, and traditional music. You can go to places like Douro Valley in September, and they have grape stomping competitions and wine tastings. And for the holiday lovers, the Christmas markets are magical and festive occasions where you can have stunning decorations, local crafts, and delicious foods to enjoy in December. Thank you for watching. There's a free gift down in the description below that'll help you have a fantastic time visiting Portugal. If you like this video, please support the channel by subscribing, liking, and commenting which experience in Portugal you would like to try first. Follow along for more travel adventures, travel tips, hacks, and inspo. See you next week, Travel Baes. Bye.